Hello, everyone. If you like what I'm doing here, please consider subscribing, liking, and commenting. It would really help the channel out quite a bit. Thank you very much. Hello, everyone, and welcome to another Randy's Old Time Radio channel update. I wanted to talk to you about four things. I'm going to look over this way for every so often because that's where I got my notes standing. I wanted to bring you up on the update to the channel, a couple of things that's happening, a couple of things that will happen, and just let you know what the status is of the channel itself. So, as you all know, right now we're sitting at a little over 7,100 subscribers, up about 2,100 since my last update, at least my last notice. We do about 10 new ones a day. I'm sure I get a few that leave, but basically, about 10 new ones. You might have seen recently that we've been putting up some shows above the 3 a night that I normally do. But I don't know how long that's going to last because it has really taken a lot of time. And the reason it's taken a lot of time to get, for me, you don't see that, but for me, the reason it's taken me a lot of time to get more shows up is because CBS Radio Mystery Theater. So basically, I am down to the last 14 months, maybe 15 months, July 30th of 2026. If I calculated correctly, will be about the time I run out of CBS Radio Mystery Theater shows. Now, here's the problem that I'm running into. The ones that I have had since the 90s, and I may have listened to them, I may not have listened to them, but the quality of those shows leave a lot to be desired that I have. Now, if you don't know, back in the early days, a lot of these shows were taken right from the radio. Some of them were taken digitally. Others were taken with tape recorders. So I'm not quite sure how many good ones I have that I just listen to and are good enough to put on, to convert and upload and put on for you to listen to. But the ones that I have now, really, really horrible. I'm not quite sure why, but they're very muffly or have a lot of background noise in the background, and it's very difficult to put them up and say I put something up that's, of somewhat quality, because as you know, old time radio shows, the quality from one show to another varies. The quality of a production to another changes, and of course the quality from 1927 to 1978 changes as well. So I'm working on those. It is taking me almost a full day to put 2 shows up. Now, if that continues, I should say it takes me about 2 days to convert to CBS Radio Mystery Theater shows. And if that continues, I'm going to have to stop. You don't see it yet, but you will. I'm going to have to stop putting up more than 3 shows a night until CBS Radio Mystery Theater is done. We'll see what happens. I don't know what what I'm going to call my corner show, the show that will go up every night, will be, but there's a few out there like Gunsmoke that has a lot of shows. And I know not everybody likes Gunsmoke, but there's a lot of shows out there that have, there's a few shows out there that have a huge amount of episodes. So I'll do my best with correcting these, so that they're listenable to. I am going to a source that has the shows, but they're really, really, the audio is perfect. I mean, they've really cleared up the audio quite a bit, but it sounds like you're in a cave. And when I try to bring them in and try to get the echo out, I'm just not able to do it. And that's because I'm not using professional grade equipment. So I want to thank everybody who has been sending me comments, likes, dislikes. I like those. When you like or dislike a program, I don't know if you know, it doesn't mean much to the system, but it does let those shows get out there so others can see it, puts it out there, advertises it kind of sort of, because I can't advertise the channel. nothing I can do, nothing I can do at this point is going to make YouTube um, put my shows out there to the vast majority. The only way that gets done is from you guys liking it, subscribing to it, giving it a thumbs up, commenting on it. The interaction between me and you are the only way that the algorithms say, okay, let's put this out to the masses because they're listening to it, or a lot of people are listening to it. We're getting I don't know, 14, 1,500 different unique views a day, so that's pretty good. Now, while we're getting down to the end of CBS Radio Mystery, I want to tell you, that you can search. I do have little playlists down there where you can click on just CBS Radio Mystery Theater. And you can go down there and you can search and you can look at some of the older episodes that I put up way back a couple of years ago, because some of those only have 30 views. I average pretty close to 700 or 800 views on a CBS Radio Mystery Theater. Sometimes a little less, sometimes a little more. Some of them got quite a few, well over 1,000, 1,500 on them. But some of the earlier ones that I did from a couple of years ago only have 30 views on them. I looked at them last night. And so if you're looking for other CBS Radio Mystery Theaters, search the site a little bit. Right now, there's around 2,600 shows up there. And we still got, 42,000, 43,000 to go. So we got quite a few more shows to go yet. Some of the shows I have gotten rid of, I didn't put up. I did put up one, Faulty Towers, a while ago. And somebody reminded me, or at least let me know, that was just the audio from a TV show. And I didn't want that because it's the audio from a TV show is different than it would be from a radio play. So I didn't want that, so I got rid of it. So, but if you find an episode up there that's really, really, really noisy, send me a text, send me a message on it. Let me know. I do read, just so that you know, I do read every single email message when they come in. Now, I may not respond to you for a couple of weeks. I get, goodness, I bet you I get 100 a day. So it may be a couple of weeks. So you may find out that you've done a previous email that gotten responded to right away, but you got one that's been sitting around for a couple of days, and you might not get a response on that for a month. And that's just sometimes how I get in there and I look at things. If I go into edit something, I see there's 5 or 6 comments to it, I'll go in there and do those comments, and they could be anywhere from a day old to a month old. But I do read them all when they come in. I wanted to let you know. So if you have a question, go ahead and ask me that question, because I will go ahead and answer it as quick as I can. For those of you who are putting up synapses of the shows, there's a couple of you who are listening to the shows. Will tell me either I don't have, especially on my CBS Radio Mystery Theater, that I forgot to put a synapse up. Those are ones that I try to put a synapse up all the time. But some of you are listening to some of the other shows and will send me a synapse of a storyline plot of the show. So look, if you've got the time to do that, that's great, because a lot of these shows, a majority of these shows do not have plots to them, If you're listening to the Bickersons, it's almost always the same, Madge might get a car, Madge learning how to drive. I think that's one that's in the title, but having a little synopsis on it, it helps those who want to listen to the show later on. And I don't listen to all the shows. I can't listen to all the shows. If I listen to the shows, I'd never get them put up. I do spot listen to them, but that's not the same as sit down and listening to them. And just like you, I do listen to the shows at night, or especially when I'm driving, I listen to the shows. And when I listen to the shows driving, of course, I enjoy them. When I listen to them at night, I fall asleep. So, with that, the last thing I did want to talk about is my last update was sometime around in August, just before I went for surgery. I want to let everybody know that my health is better. I actually have use of my right arm once again. I'm able to do things. Still a little stiff. Of course, now with the winter up here, we're in the 20s and the teens. So it's a little tight on my shoulder. But now that I got use of it, I still have limited time on the keyboard because when I keep my hands up typing, I'm having an issue with circulation being cut off. So I'll have to get a hold of the doctor to make sure that's normal. So with that, that's the status of the site right now. I really do appreciate everyone who comes up to the site, everyone who listens to the channel, everyone who sends comments in. Um, and, 99.9% of the comments are good comments. I enjoy them. Once in a while, we get a snobby comment. I think my last comment was something about the quality of the show from 1930. It's the quality of the show from 1930. It's the way it is. I can't make a 1930 show sound like 2025 no matter what I do. So with that, I want to thank you all for coming up to the site, watching the shows. Please remember to give a thumbs up, thumbs down, because YouTube's not letting me monetize this channel. They let me over on Rumble monetize it, and it's monetized. I've heard a whole $10.24, no, $4.24, something like that. Not even $5 yet in 2 years. Going good. I'm not doing too much up there right now because membership is, I only got like 250 members up there. So all the shows that are here are up on Rumble. Sometimes the shows that you don't see and won't see for a while are already up on Rumble. So if you want to check for a show that you're looking for that I haven't put up on YouTube, check over on Rumble. It may be already up on Rumble. I know sometimes the shows are identical that go up there in the day. I don't try to make them that way. It's just the way they are. But Rumble are shows I've already added to my list on YouTube. And so I'm able to put up more shows a night on Rumble than I can on YouTube because they're already uploaded. I'm not converting them. They're already there. And I only sit down like once or twice a month and I just spend a whole day uploading shows. So give a chance to go over there if you would. I at least am monetized over there. Here, not so much. Here, I need that thumbs up. I need those comments to get these shows out to other people. I'm not going to make any money here, so I'm not going to make any money, period, it looks like. So it's just the way it is. But for those of you, there's been a few that have donated. I want to thank you. Those have gone to great use. And I'm not asking for it, but if you'd like to help the channel, where's it at? There's a description down the box below. It'll tell you how to help. So with that, I'll see you all tonight at around midnight.